Hi and welcome back to program 64, and what I'm going to try and do is just show you the calculations used in this program and also introduce this little bonus program here that I've got looking at the conditions for plot 4. So let's go into the program, and first of all the program itself, program 64 show me, is actually using a function to get the conditions that it uses to decide whether to do a plot or not, and it calls the function here, and it returns the conditions 1b, 1t, 2b, 2t, etc. So let's have a look at the function and go through the calculations. So essentially in the function we're doing a stochastic calculation, we're doing a smooth price calculation, and from that a slope calculation. We're also working out the extremes of the slope using extremes, and we're doing a CCI calculation and a CCI turbo calculation. Now some of the inputs for these are just set up as variables. So for example, the extremes that we're going to be looking at in a moment are set up here, oversold and overbought. Also the turbo length and the length used for the CCI are set hard-coded here in the program. Of course you could go into this program and edit those if you wish to do so. So what I'm going to do is start with the 4b and 4t conditions, and what you'll see is that the slope fast average 1 bar ago has got to be equal to the extreme high or low, depending on whether we're looking for high or low conditions. And then basically we're looking for the slope, current slope to be greater than the slope 1 bar ago, and the slope 1 bar ago to be less than the slope 2 bars ago. So if we look at this little bonus program applied to the chart, you'll see that what I'm doing here is plotting the extremes and plotting the fast average being the red line here. So for example, for a high, we've got looking at this bar here, we're saying that the fast, or rather let me just go back here, the slope fast average, as I've called it, slope fast average 1 bar ago is equal to the extreme, and then what I'm saying is that the fast average on this bar is less than the fast average 1 bar ago, and the fast average 1 bar ago is greater than the fast average 2 bars ago. So we get this little pivot in the fast average calculation with the added proviso that it has to be equal to the extreme. And similarly down here you'll see the little pivot in the fast average, and also it's equal to the extreme low. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the other conditions here. I think the 2b and 2t are very easy to understand. We're simply saying that the CCI has got to have exceeded an extreme value, and if you just go back to the actual program 64 show me, you'll see that one of the inputs here is the CCI extreme value, so you can set that. So for a high extreme it needs to be greater than that, for a low extreme it needs to be less than the negative of that number. Okay, so the other two conditions are a little bit more complicated, and I'm not sure that I can really do any more than just look at the code here. We're just saying that the CCI 1 bar ago less than oversold, CCI turbo 1 bar ago is less than the oversold divided by 2, or CCI 1 bar ago less than oversold, and CCI 1 bar ago is less than oversold divided by 2, and CCI 3 bars ago is greater than 0, CCI is greater than 20, CCI turbo 3 bars ago is greater than 0, and CCI turbo, this bar, is greater than 20. That's for the 1b condition, and 1t, just you can see that there. And then the 3t and 3b, these are looking at the stochastic, so we're saying the lowest of stochastic over 3 bars is less than 5, and then we're using the slope again, and we're saying the slope fast average last bar is less than or equal to the O extreme value times by the slope filter divided by 100. That's again another input. And the slope fast average 1 bar ago is less than the slope fast average 2 bars ago, and the slope fast average is greater than the slope fast average 1 bar ago. So that's a little bit similar. We're looking for that that pivot in the slope fast average, but rather than just making it have to equal the extreme, we've got some other conditions here using both the stochastic and also the slope filter. So hopefully you will find that useful, and please feel free to email me any questions, and I'm also going to just include this little program here which may be useful in understanding the program, and perhaps you could develop other things from it. So thank you.